From the Daisy nominations received during the month of August, Jacinda Anderson has received 12 nominations. The nominations she received in July 2012, Jacinda floated to our unit. With a smile on her face, she was very compassionate to all of her patients and co-workers. She is an awesome co-worker. That was sent in by a co-worker, the charge nurse on that unit. In October of 2012, Jacinda was my nurse during my delivery, and I could not have asked for a better nurse. She was very compassionate, caring, nurturing, informative, and knowledgeable about everything. She made my labor experience so much better. I did not want her to leave my care. She deserves this award. I wish everyone could have had a nurse like her. And that was from a patient. Nomination received in November of 2012. Jacinda was my birthing nurse when I had my son. She's such a kind, compassionate nurse. She was my cheerleader during my entire labor, and she made me so comfortable. She also had a student that was shadowing her that day. I truly believe that that nursing student walked away from that day with tons of knowledge that she will be able to use for the rest of her nursing career. I've always seen such hard work that nurses put into their jobs on a day-to-day basis. She really shows what a nurse is supposed to be. I am really happy that I had such a compassionate nurse during my labor and welcome my precious son into this world. Nomination in December of 2012. From the time I checked into my room and the shift started, Jacinda showed me the compassion when I was very patient with me. She asked if I was a first-time mom and made me very welcome here. All of my nurses were wonderful. I know I was not her only patient, but she sure made me feel as if I was. I never felt rushed or ignored. She answered all of my questions and made me feel that I was truly blessed to be her patient. She made me feel as if the team that was caring for me that I was being cared for by a wonderful team. Thank you again. Jacinda, this was in March of 2013. Jacinda has been so kind, thoughtful, and caring the whole time. She takes time out to explain everything. She makes sure that her patients and their family are well taken care of. That was from a patient. Nomination received May of 2013. I was a patient at Trinity Mother Francis for a procedure. Jacinda was super nice and personable. What made her service extraordinary was that she explained everything that was going to happen and what did happen in detail. She answered all of my questions and was very professional. She made a very anxious situation very relaxed for me. My husband was also very impressed and comfortable with this nurse. I am so grateful that she was my nurse that day. Nomination in June of 2013. Jacinda was very helpful and caring, compassionate, and thoughtful during the delivery of my second child. I really appreciate all she did to help me through this process. I had a scheduled C-section, and this one was much better experience than the first one. I really appreciate her maintaining my modesty in a room full of people. Thank you for all you did for me and the extraordinary care you provided to all your patients. Nomination received June 2013. Jacinda was my labor and delivery nurse for our second child's birth. She was so caring and thorough with everything she was doing. She answered all of our questions, even the ones I asked numerous times, with such compassion. I really cannot put into words how much we appreciate her extra attention and care. Nomination received June 2013. Jacinda was exceptional in her care, knowledge, empathy during the delivery of her son. Whether it was pushing in labor or the frantic calls from the first-time mom trying to learn how to properly breastfeed, she met each situation or question with friendliness and grace. I want to say thank you for your outstanding efforts. Nomination, July 2013. Jacinda made us feel welcome from the moment we were under her care until we left for a different unit. She was very supportive of my ever-changing birth plan. We loved her positive, encouraging attitude and gentle words. We appreciated when she came to visit us on the postpartum unit. It seems like she really enjoys what she does, and it definitely shows. Nomination received August 2013. I don't think I'm going to be able to read this one without crying. I was able to achieve a drug-free natural birth with my first child at Trinity Mother Francis, but it didn't come easy. I had done all the reading, mental, physical preparation for this birth, but I knew labor was unpredictable and I couldn't do it on my own. At 7:30, I began to push with my husband and my mother at my side. With my eyes squeezed shut and focusing completely on my task, the night nurse announced that she was leaving and Jacinda was taking over. At that time, I had not even acknowledged the nurse's presence in the room until I heard a soothing voice and felt her loving touch that seemed to convey calm and confidence. I knew then God had blessed me with the perfect nurse for the job. Jacinda guided me through the birthing positions I had read about in the books. When one way didn't produce results, she offered up plan B, C, D, and E. When I had been pushing for much longer than my OB was comfortable with, the nurse believed in me and was my advocate, informing my physician that when I was making progress in the last hour, my husband asked for 30 more minutes before intervening medically or worse, surgically. Hearing the concern in everyone's voice, I knew I had to get to work. Feeling empowered by my team that believed in me and the knowledge that God created by my body in the most perfect way to deliver life, my son was born 30 minutes later, 8 pounds, 7 ounces, 21 inches long, healthy, perfect. I am an RN at the Lewis and Peaches Owen Heart Hospital, and I know an excellent nurse when I see one. As a nurse, it is tough being a patient, and I question how good and I would be in the roles of being reversed. Jacinda made it easy for me to be a patient. I trusted her and I felt safe in her care. In regards to my birth plan, she was able to honor and respect my wishes while doing her job. A perfect example and individualized, patient care-centered. She was so humble and many times thanked me and my family for having her as a part of our experience. We just want her to know she was our blessing. And that's why you got this award. Now it is my pleasure, on behalf of the Daisy Foundation, to proclaim you, Jacinda Anderson, the Daisy Award. Thank you. And I would like to present you with this Daisy pin. If I can get it out of the package. I guess I'll pin you.
Oh.
You want me to pin you?
You can pin me.
I don't know where to pin you at, really.
You want me to take one of my others off? Or?
Too many daisies.
Here, we'll take this one off and I'll put it in this hole. How
Okay.
about that?
That'll work.
Well, I'll just put it on your
Okay.
scrubs for today. We won't get all aggressive.
Uh-oh. It tried to get away.
There you go. All right. And I want you to have this sculpture as a symbol of your recognition.
Thank you.
And this banner will hang in your unit for the month for your honor. And your free parking pass.
And your cinnamon. Don't forget your cinnamon.
I will not forget my
Oh, your cinnamon. And by definition, the Daisy Foundation thinks all nurses are extraordinary, and we wish we had all the resources to honor all of you individually. Nurses who receive the Daisy Award often say, everyone in the unit deserves this award as much as I do, or I don't deserve this. I was just doing my job. What the Daisy nurse may not realize, however, is that when nurses are just doing their jobs, they have such an important and meaningful impact on the lives of so many people, many more than their patients. At every Daisy Award presentation, we ask each nurse to pause for just a minute and realize how very special they are and how they make the world a better place by just doing their jobs. Today, a nurse's job entails many things, but no matter what the day brings, a nurse's impact is invaluable and long-lasting to their patients and families. Thanks to your education and training, your commitment and judgment, your compassion and connection with your patients, you're very special. You make the world a stronger place by just doing your job. The skill and compassion you bring to patient care makes a patient's outcome more positive and makes a family member feel a little better so that they are able to help with a patient's healing. Please think about the impact you're having on your patient's care. Story after story brings to light. I would encourage you to look at the National Daisy website and read the stories. This link is on the Nursing Public. Prior to our closing prayer, I want to give a special thank you to all of those who nominated Jacinda. This award does not happen unless you take the time to write the nomination, and it means a great deal that you care enough for Jacinda to do this. Thank you for choosing nursing career, for the skill, care, and compassion to give your patients every day. And to Jacinda, congratulations.